There has been so many cool new stuff happening. We have fresh snow, we have winter back, and finally we have Northern Lights again after a couple of week break. And as you can see, they're dancing quite nicely already at around 9 p.m. I saw them come up when they were already on the horizon when I was driving, and I think I made it nicely in time for the show. So tonight, unfortunately, I don't have my microphone. I forgot it again, as it's often busy. Number 6 live for this day. So please forgive me for that, but hopefully you will enjoy the show regardless. Questions, how many degrees? It's about -5 or 6, I think, around here. So hopefully the show will just get better from this. As always, if you like support the show, please go to Aurora shop, notified for locally made souvenirs from Lapland, Finland. This is the best way to support us, to purchase something really cool and authentic, and hopefully it will be something that you really appreciate and value for a long time. Probably see the ice is not settled yet, although it would slowly be settling. It's also a bit windy today, so we have big waves on the lake, and it prevents it from being frozen so easily. But I think soon it will have to, let go and become frozen in this kind of weather. Wow, we have an amazing action unfolding in front of our eyes. So cool. I think it's the settings are a bit too bright, so let's bring them down to something more realistic, something like this. Wow, what a show! Double or triple arches on the horizon, and it's going up, up, up. Beautiful reflections. Oh my! Oh my! Look at that! What an amazing show by Mother Nature. Guys, the timing could not be more perfect. I think I'm handling now not only catching the northern lights at the right moment, but also streaming them at the right moment. It's only been like, I don't know, dozen of time with stream northern lights. And by the way, this is also my kind of record for the most coldest night I'm streaming. I think it's about -5, -6. So I'm testing the limits of what technology can do here. Hopefully everything will continue working. So if something breaks or stops at some moment, please be kind. What a nice action, guys. Amazing. This has been the best November for Northern Lights in years or ever. I think it's about 4th or 5th night to see Northern Lights in November. I haven't experienced that ever, because usually November is so cloudy. But now we have a great balance between clear skies and aurora activity. Like everything matches together. That's so nice. So if you're enjoying the shows, please like and share our stuff. Please subscribe to our channels and tell your friends and family about that. We are doing this from the love of nature and the love of the beauty that we have here in Lapland. And if you like to support us financially, the best way to do this is to go to our very own Aurora shop, which is aurorashop.fi. And this is a great way for you to acquire amazing gifts made here in Lapland, Finland. Really quality stuff, and that way we can benefit each other. Let's take a look a little higher to the right. There is some interesting things happening just below the Ursa Major. Really nice quality stuff. And by the way, if you're wondering where the stream is from, it's from Rovaniemi in Lapland, Finland, as it often is, but hopefully we'll be able to make streams from other locations as well. We did some really cool streams from Utsjoki with amazing northern lights in the most northern part of Lapland, with much bigger northern lights, much more closer to us, and you can find them by scrolling down on this same channel or on our YouTube channel all about Lapland. Wow, this one on the right is pretty cool, like a really sharp little thingy. Quite amazing, astonishing. So we have a lot of comments here. Unfortunately, I'm not in a very good position today to read everything. I'm just basically having my stuff on the ground tonight. No time to put the table up or anything more, or the second camera. So doing things on the fly and on the go. I appreciate your activity, appreciate your comments. I will try to go to the screen and look at the comments and answer some questions if there are any. Wow, totally amazing show, and still continues, still going strong. All devices are working, wonderful. So Sally is saying, good evening Alex, absolutely breathtaking, the perfect end to the day, love today's live streams. Thank you for sharing, stay safe and well. You too guys, stay positive, stay creative, do good stuff, you know, develop yourself, your projects, anything new business models, do something from home, do some e-commerce stuff, do some art, you know, do whatever makes you happy. And now we are having some aurora action just on the horizon. Actually, what I think I'll do, and bear with me for a moment, I will switch the lens. I will switch the lens to a more tight one now. So hold on for just a second. It will be bright, or maybe not. If I will do it without the light, it will be just dark. So switching lens now. Switching lens now. It was 20mm. Now we're going to 35. So nice switching on the go. Only one camera today, so doing things on the fly. So just to bring these auroras a little bit closer to you, just a tiny touch. So Hilde is saying, I've seen Northern Lights twice, but haven't seen them abundant as this. Yes, these are quite good and powerful lights. So these are very kind of typical midwinter lights. So many people are thanking for the broadcast, many of you, and I'm very grateful that you are following us and enjoying this little show. Your attention is really important to us, and the time that you spent watching the shows with us. So I think many of you will ask this, where is this place exactly? And I'm very often asked this question after I post a photo. To be honest, it doesn't really matter where you are. Like one place doesn't make a difference where you are, and going to the same place multiple times might not do the same result because it may be cloudy or whatnot. But this is Lake Norvajärvi. It's about 15-minute drive away from Rovaniemi. And if you're interested on where to go, see Northern Lights in Rovaniemi, I have a very good blog post about that on our site aurorahunting.fi, which is dedicated to Northern Lights. So go to the blog section and find one of the articles that explains the best places to see Northern Lights in Rovaniemi, and this place is on the map and included in one of these in my best tips. So the aurora looks like it's fading away, but we had a very good show, so we'll continue streaming for a while. What I've also noticed here, you can see how the ice is forming on the ground. Well, sorry, not on the ground, but on the bottom of the lake. It starts to, you know, stick together, start to get icy, and I guess by morning this part of the lake will be icy all over, and from there the ice will start, you know, generating and going other places as well until the whole lake is frozen. So if you just joined the stream at this very moment, we had a really cool aurora explosion just at the beginning of the stream. So after it's over, the stream is over, you can replay that and see the best parts. Now it looks like it's fading already, but we got it right tonight. Everything perfect. The timing, the aurora, the place, the weather. Couldn't be more happy about that. Caitlin is saying 3 for 3 today. Yes, 3 beautiful streams today and 3 yesterday. So we are on the roll. Well, I am on the roll these days. And there have been some other streams as well on our YouTube channel. So same places but different streams, not the same stuff, you know, different things and different views. So make sure to go to our YouTube channel and watch these lives as well. And we also have a new way to communicate with you guys. It's our Telegram channel. So Telegram is something like WhatsApp, where some channels can send you information, and there are many different topics. So please download the Telegram app. It's really cool, and we are now on Telegram as well. Who knows what will happen with these channels, you know. And you can find us on the address at t.me/allaboutLapland. So a new way to communicate with all of you guys. So a nice little streaks of light there on our right, just below the Ursa Major on our left. Show still continues for a little bit.
Alex.
Yes.
Can I bother you? I'm Peter from Facebook.
Hi Peter.
Yeah.
What's up?
Can you help me set my camera up? I've no idea what I'm doing.
Well, first of all, you're a little late.
we were driving down the road and I just panicked.
Subsiding.
Something happened.
I just don't know how to set it up.
Puhuuko sä suomea?
Puhun.
Tosiaan Pete on matkustanut Helsingistä ja nyt kamera prakas.
Let's open. This is your focus. Starts to the infinity.
Yeah.
Then you go into leveling your tripod.
Yeah.
Now this is a bit funky version.
Yeah.
So it won't be sharp. So ISO above that 100.
Okay.
And you can try different settings, starting maybe from 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Just pressing the shutter and seeing if it's enough exposure for you. Not sure. It has it on the timer, which is useless for the moment, but you have 6 seconds. It's too dark.
Yeah.
You go higher. It's too low. You change the settings.
Yeah.
So now what you have to do, you have to find level for your camera. For some reason it's not focused.
Maybe manual focus. I don't know.
It is on the manual focus, but the thing is that with people around you, the infinity might not be where it's set. You have to find it by trying. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Tämä on melkoinen sattuma, että sinä olit täällä.
Aha. No ei ole sattuma, kun mä halusin tulla tänne.
Ei, mutta siis me ei tiedetty. Me oltiin myös Norvajärvellä ja hän manasi, että hän on matkustanut näin pitkän matkaa ja kaikki jää näkemättä. Ja sitten saatiin apu tästä.
Aivan. Oli sitten parikymmentä minuuttia aikaisemmin.
Me oltiin just siinä lentokentän suoralla silloin, kun ne hienot oli. Ja
Kyllä.
No, I'm so sorry to bother you. I really am.
No worries.
I saw
Happy
the
to help.
stream this afternoon. I was very happy and things with the stream, and I was just in the car with my wife's cousin, and we just drove down the road and we saw this huge arc in the sky and things. But me being a rookie and things, I don't know what I'm doing.
Sure. Well, I think you'll get a gist of it.
Yeah, of course, man.
Pretty fast.
Oh, it's very fascinating. It really is. I went to the place that you said before.
The Arcticum.
The observatory and things, but it was too early, so I couldn't see nothing.
Aha.
So I just came here and we just saw the arc in the sky. It's like, oh my, it took my breath away. Unbelievable. I think it might be light enough for this ISO to take down or leave on that 3000 maybe, no?
Well, try things.
There's like a good beam there now, so we're getting this on the camera.
So the show still continues with nice streaks of light over there near Ursa Major. We had some guests arriving here and emergency help with setting the camera settings was given to them. So Carol is saying, spectacular, this might be the last one for a while. How is December for auroras? December can be, you know, both. It can be good or it can be less good. It depends on many things and the sun's activity. So luckily the sun is waking up now from solar minimum, so there are many interesting things happening on the sun all the time, like different regions that can boost the solar wind levels and spark the northern lights. So I'm really hopeful for a good December. And now as I have a bit more time, instead of going with the customers or doing some jobs for the clients, I'm more free to go and entertain you guys with these live streams. And for now it seems that all of the equipment is working in -5 degrees centigrade. I'm not sure if it will work in lower levels like -15, 20, but I think something like this is still pretty okay for the equipment. So looking forward for a good aurora December as well. And the forecast is good also for like Sunday, Monday, something like that. So if we have clear skies, I think it's quite likely that we will see them. You're welcome. So Ludmila is asking, what about January? Is it better for hunting northern lights than December? Generally, you can imagine that the best times for northern lights are in September and October. This is when we have the most breathtaking lights. Then it quiets down for November. This time it didn't quiet down too much, which might be partly attributed to the sun waking up. So December, January are good months for northern lights, you know. It all depends on clear skies and the activity on the sun, so the chances are good, but they get even better when we're going into spring, like March or something like that. That being said, it depends on also where you go in Lapland. If you go to the very, very north, to my favorite areas, something like Kilpisjärvi or Utsjoki, where we've been recently, there the chances for northern lights are just so good that it doesn't really matter when you will go, as long as it's, you know, this darker part of the year, from anywhere from early September to early April. So Rovaniemi, it's a little bit better in spring and autumn, and okay-ish in winter, as you can obviously see now. And more northern area are just good in any winter month. The key is to have opening in terms of the weather for like a couple of nights with clear skies, so that way you will have some chance. If it's like a snowstorm for a week, then it basically doesn't even matter what kind of activity there is. So it's a bit of a gamble, naturally, but hopefully you'll be able to travel in these few years. So go check aurorahunting.fi site if you think about having a guide with you to help you out, or just, you know, go somewhere north where auroras will most likely just appear in front of your eyes one of the nights. Michelle is saying, what is the best settings for the photo? It's very hard to tell because there are many different kind of equipments and lenses and whatnot. I'm using the latest gear, so for my use, I use ISO something like 8000 for photos, like 6400, 8000, and I'm using good lenses that have lots of light coming into them, so my exposure setting can be something like 1 or 2 seconds. But this guy who came here and asked for help, he had a not the latest camera, not the best for northern lights, just more like consumer camera, and he used like 6-second exposure because you know, different gear. So it all depends on your gear, man. Hard to tell. Just buy something and experiment with your gear, see what works best. So Katinka is saying that she saw northern lights in the end of August in northern Finland. Yes, that's right. Starting from end August, the nights are getting darker. So this is like this is when the season starts. Although it can be a bit dodgy still, a bit too much light. So the northern lights have to be quite big to overpower the daylight, which still shines from the northern horizon. So Alessandro is saying which camera are you using, Alex? For this stream, this exact camera that you're looking through is the Sony A7S, the original edition Mark I from 2015. Still have this oldie but goodie. There is a better version of it on the market, Sony A7S Mark III, but it's a bit pricey. So I am definitely getting it at some point, but not yet. And I'm using Sigma lenses, Sigma art series lenses, like very wide, 14 millimeters, 20 millimeters, and stuff like that. Now you're looking through a Canon 35 millimeter lens. So that's what I use for these video streams and for stills. And when we have the second camera pointing in our direction, we have Canon 5D Mark IV. So rather oldies too, but goodies as well. So now we have aurora action just over the horizon, so a little splash of green over there. And I'm actually so very happy that I can now bring you this whole 30-minute aurora dance, because in the old days I would just send you a clip of the best northern lights, or I would just send a picture and you have no idea like what is the context, how it feels, how long it lasts, how does it dance. And now you can see that it's constantly changing shapes. It starts like with an arch, then the arch starts to explode and dance, then it subsides and the whole aurora relaxes and it becomes, you know, faded and green just everywhere, like you're seeing now on this upper part of the screen. And then it comes back for a little while to dance like it does right now. So and it's amazing that every time it does this then dance differently in different shapes and different manners. So there is no two auroras alike. So it's amazing that we can do it this fashion live with you, and we can chat with you, basically like having all of you guys present here. Wow, so nice. So there are definitely some good things in the current events, or at least it's a matter of perspective. I think we have to try to see new opportunities, even though it feels like it sucks, it feels like it's bad, and probably it is true. But then you can think like, well, what can I do in this situation? No clients to go with, no photos to shoot. These companies are, you know, saving their money or their clothes. So what can we do? Well, let's just enjoy. Let's do something nice. Let's do something fun. So hopefully you will also be able to embrace this, you know, feeling and do something nice for yourself or for the others, even better, and, you know, just enjoy life in any possible manner. So we're having a good secondary arch over there. Secondary, I mean, it's came to dance, disappeared, and it comes anew on a different part of the horizon now. It's doing a cute little fish rib dance over there, quite nice. So we have Anton from Ukraine. Привет, Anton. How are you doing? Megan is saying, awesome, thanks very much for streaming. My pleasure. I think this is the coolest thing I've ever come up with in relation to Northern Lights, like streaming them live. Like, what can be even more real and present than just stream them live when I can't bring you all over here? So now we're having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars parked over here on this parking spot where I am at Norvajärvi. I was of course the first one to arrive, and there are some fellow photographers in the bushes here. So some of them are a little bit late. Well, sometimes we're late too. No worries about that. But the show is indeed really quite nice for November. You couldn't be more happier with like over half an hour with Northern Lights. Probably even more. I think they started 10 minutes before I started streaming, but I got this explosion moment just right.
Next to him, fell because you have
Wow, look at that. We're having some really nice
this is good.
strikes of light there again on the horizon. And by the way, this lights over there, it is indeed somebody's house. I don't know whose house it is, and hopefully they're not they're not worried about me streaming that. I have no idea. But somebody is lucky to live in this place. And we do indeed have place in Lapland. So Joyce has a message. She's saying that she's been to Rovaniemi 2nd to 6th November and nothing. And the aurora started on the night that they left. Yes, that's sometimes fate is like that. Tough luck. And she's saying now it just keeps happening. Well, it just doesn't start happening. I mean, we had 3 nights in a row 1.5 weeks ago, like from 6th, yes, I think 6th, 7th and 9th November. And I streamed all of these nights live for you guys. And then we had a break, no auroras in sight until, what is it, 20th already. So it's been almost 2 weeks since the last time. So you just have to be lucky with this window when you're visiting. And Ludmila is saying, this is my level of luck in life. Well, don't be so tough on yourself. You know, we only can do our best with what we know. Sometimes we're just not lucky, and it means we have to try again. So just keep your spirits up, and I'm sure you will do it. If you feel like you want to do it, you will do it. You will see the Northern Lights. Karinka is saying the automatic subtitle Loveland. Love Lapland. Yes, it's a quite nice abbreviation. Loveland. Somebody is asking, can you tell the location? Well, this is Lake Norvajärvi, Rovaniemi, Lapland, Finland. And if you go to aurorahunting.fi and you go to our blog section, you will find a very good article of me explaining all of the best places where you can see Northern Lights in the Rovaniemi area, with all of the locations marked on the map, including this one as well. And of course, if you're coming later and you need a guide to follow you on your adventures, aurorahunting.fi is also the place to contact and find details about that. Carol is saying the sky is having St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I think one of these years we had really cool green lights on St. Patrick's Day exactly. I don't remember which year it was, but it it did happen at least once. Kevin is asking, nowadays only Finnish people can go to Rovaniemi. Yes, indeed, that's the truth. Only people inside Finland can go to Rovaniemi, and also people who work in Estonia can go to Finland without quarantines. People who live in the border areas with Norway and Finland, they can, you know, go to these adjacent areas without quarantine, and same goes to Norway. Not sure about Norway, but I think it's with Sweden it's at least should be the case. And of course, if you are doing professional sports and athlete, you can enter because because you can. And for now, what we know is that no foreigners will be allowed in Finland for leisure until the 13th of December. That is very unfortunate, but we have to keep our hopes high for some sanity. So Levin is asking, can you show Mars in the sky? Unfortunately, I can't. I'm not into astronomy, so I have no idea where it is. Probably it is somewhere. I've heard at least that it is in. I've read on some blog that it is on the sky, but I have no idea what it is. And frankly, I don't care for Mars when we have such a beautiful show for Northern Lights. Sorry. Carol is saying, are the tours going from your location to more north? Yes, my tours go to different places. We never go to this place in my tours because it's usually very crowded with tourists and I don't like having crowds around me. But generally it is a good place to see the lights, nothing to worry about that. But if you like to be in a crowd or don't mind doing that, then it's okay. But for my tours I like privacy and bring some nice locations to my guests. So the northest we've drove many hours north to find Northern Lights and back. So like 8-hour trip in one night with several hours of travel and several hours of watching Northern Lights. And we only go if it really makes sense, if it's like a good night for Northern Lights. So, well, basically you can judge from the frequency of these live streams how many nights are actually good. So we had 3 nights already in November and today is also a good night. So it's November 20th and we had 4 good nights. So this is, I think, the most sane and reasonable frequency to go aurora hunting. So Jeanette is saying that her holiday got cancelled for November. Very unfortunate to hear that, but we will see you one day in Lapland, that's for sure. And Rosalie is saying today the activity is amazing. Yes, indeed, for November this is very top activity. When we have bigger activity in autumn, what happens is these auroras get like amplified and they get much more powerful and higher. So you would see them much higher in the sky, so the arches are much closer to us here in Rovaniemi, somewhere around this area sometimes, or even like directly above our view. So I think that it's been a very good show. Now it would be a good time to finish that because the aurora is subsiding. So if you'd like to support us, you can go to our very own aurorashop.fi for really cool, the best quality gifts and products from Lapland made by local artisans and local companies. We also have some Christmas chocolates over there and we have worldwide shipping. So if you want some really cool gifts, we can ship them to you. I think the shipping is for small packages is not very expensive. It's like something like 15 euros to Europe and 20 euros to the US and Canada for small packages. So it's a little bit bigger for the bigger packages, but it's still very affordable to order something cool and something small, something quality stuff from Lapland. And that way we can all benefit each other. Oh my God, there was a falling star. Whoa, I'm not sure if you've seen that. If it was in the frame, I hope you did see that. I was looking at the sky and not on the monitor. So, wow, good signs. Good signs in the air. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. As always, stay cool. I think we'll put an end to this live marathon and I will do something else, do some work for a change. And definitely I will see you one of these days or nights later this week. This is the 6th live video in 2 days on this very channel and I think 11th or 12th overall, counting all our channels where we do the live videos. So wow, nice, really good finish for the marathon. And of course there'll be some more pictures and short videos to come because I filmed a load of stuff. Go join our new channel, which is Telegram channel. That receives special stuff in advance because it's so easy for me to post, like posting somebody on WhatsApp. Instead, I'm using this wonderful Telegram app. So go download that and find us at t.me/allaboutLapland. And you'll be in the know for all of the good stuff in advance before it goes to all of the channels. Or sometimes it doesn't even go there. And it's also a good place to chat and ask questions. So, positive vibes from Lapland. The magic is real. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay cool.